Yeah. You see it? You see it? Come on, man. Crisp. Crisp. Welcome back to another Infectious video. I appreciate you for being here, for showing courage on clicking on this goddamn video, because you never know what you're going to see. But for real. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you clicking on the video. I'm feeling kind of inspired by myself today, not by anybody else. Kind of inspired by myself and what I've been thinking about the whole day. So I figured why not make an infectious video? Why not express exactly what's on my mind? Hopefully it impacts somebody else's life. Hopefully it impacts my life down the line. Who knows? But I got some information I want to talk about. So if y'all down to hear it, y'all down to hear it. But let's get into it real quick. Lately, I've been thinking about myself in a sense of expression when it comes to emotion. I've been having some issues with myself personally with it. See, I can't even say it. I'm so timid about saying how I really feel that I slur my words, but in reality, like when it's in my mind, it comes out so smooth, and when I write it on paper, like my emotions and my thought and my whole thought process comes out smooth as fuck. But once I get in front of a camera and feel that sense of vulnerability, it hits me like a fucking wall, and I'm like, wow, I can't talk, I can't speak, I can't express anything. And it's like, that's how it kind of is with other people as well. It just feels different when it's somebody else or a camera. Like, it's like, fuck, I don't want to say something wrong, but in reality, there's nothing wrong to say. It's you and how you really feel and who you are. So don't ever let that sense of vulnerability or judgment affect you or make you change your mind about something. Don't ever let that affect you in a negative way, at least. You could be in a positive way, but if you feel like if it's anything negative to you and who you are, and then it's like trying to change you for a sense of who they want you to be, or whoever sharing that opinion with you wants you to be, then don't let that affect you at all. Like I say every time in my videos, in my infectious videos, this is my opinion, so you can take it with a grain of salt. By a grain of salt, I mean you could give no fucks about my opinion. But yeah, lately I've been thinking about myself in a sense of expression. I've been struggling forever now, not just recently, to express how I really feel about certain things or certain people in my life. There's certain moments that happen and I don't know exactly how to act, and it just comes from a point of inexperience in certain situations and a sense of shyness. I've always been a shy kid growing up. Like when I say shy, I mean shy. Like this one time, fam, they put us at a table in elementary school and they're like, yeah, just talk and blah 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 blah. Bro, I was silent. I did not say a word that whole time. And then the teacher was like, anybody else need to talk? I didn't say shit. And the whole day was like, this nigga gonna say something? Nah, I was like, nah, bro. I just felt like trapped. It was weird. I was like, I can't speak. I can't, nah. Just get me out this fucking place. Like, I was so uncomfortable. And now it's like, obviously not as much. I'm more comfortable with myself and who I am and how I express myself. So it's cool. A lot of things that help me express myself and my emotion and who I am is sports. Sports was a big thing. When I played sports, I didn't give a fuck about what anybody thought. So like, whatever happened, and that was me. And if you didn't like it, then I didn't care at the moment. After, I'd probably apologize if I did something rude, but in the game, I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a fuck. But like, that's one way that I learned to express myself. Another way was I moved a lot starting at the age of 14, so I needed to find friends and I needed to express myself and talk to people and stuff like that. And moving to the state that I moved to at the age of 14, I was already sticking out like a sore thumb, so might as well just express yourself and show who you really are instead of people assuming this and that and that. And you have no obligation to express who you are, but that's just how I felt at the time. So that's something I did. So that's what I did. So, but yeah, going back to expression, those were some things that I did to help me express how I really feel. Sports, social talking, pretty much making friends. Typical stuff that a young teenager would do to find themselves and find who they really are. But recently, I've been kind of getting back into that zone of just not expressing how I really feel, or sitting in these kind of monotone, neutral spaces when it comes to my emotion. I'm really good at that, and I'm not saying it like I'm bragging and shit, but I'm really good at just being there, not really being active or interactive or emotional. I'm just there, and people are like, "You good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just here." And it sounds dumb, but I'm just like there. I'm just like, all right, well, like someone could say a joke and I won't laugh, and in my mind I'll be like, damn, that was pretty funny, but like just my emotional reaction, I'm just like, yeah. And people are like, bro, like, you good? And then the act of them asking me if am I good makes me feel like I'm not, which kind of I'm not, like, because I'm just there. But that's just how I feel in the moment. And I've been working on trying to express my emotion, or start to express my emotion when I'm in those states. Because a lot of times when I do express my emotion on a normal basis, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine, I'm happy, I'm stuff like that. I'm whatever my mood is that day. But there's like those moments of just neutrality. Neutrality, is that a word? Fuck it. Of just a neutral space where I'm just like, all right, well, I'm here, but I'm not here, so I don't really give a fuck. So, and people take that offensively, and I can see why they take it offensively, and I don't blame them, but that's just something I'm working on. Being comfortable with yourself and expressing your emotion. At least for me, I need to learn how to express my emotions more often, so people can kind of identify how I'm feeling that day, so they know how to approach me and how to have a conversation with me. So yeah, just something to think about on my part. Hopefully that helps somebody. On that note, some things I do that may help me express my emotion. I have a playlist solely for, like, I call it the other side. When you're sad and when you're emotionless, when you're neutral, when you're mad, there's the other side. The other side, which is happiness, pretty much. The other side of anything negative is positive, and sadness and anger, the opposite of that, I guess, would be happiness. So I use that playlist to listen to some songs that shine some light on just life and being happy, and they have a good tone to them, or they have a good message to them. So that's something I do. I try to work out when I can. That adds some energy to me, so it gets my emotions going. Allows me to focus on how I'm doing that day and how I could be doing potentially later throughout that day. I record. Recording makes me happy. I look forward to recording every day. After work, I try to record as much as possible, but I still have to edit. I have to promote, but it's just a sense of balance. But recording helps me express myself and get in a better mood or a better mind state from where I was. So that's one thing I do as well. I love talking to my friends. My friends make me happy. We have a good ass time all the time. Even if one of us is in a bad mood, we can just be ourselves, and then next thing you know, we're all talking like it's normal again. We're all happy and shit. So having good friends around you is a really good thing. When I say good friends, I mean genuine friends that actually care about you and care about your self-progress. Actually ask you how you're doing that day, or they seek to make your day better. So, yeah. Oh, I also meditate. I try to go on walks every once in a while, take pictures of nature. If you follow me on Instagram, I have a couple pictures. I mean, they're simple pictures I took with my iPhone, but I found them beautiful, in my eyes at least. So hopefully that somebody else found them beautiful as well. Those are just some things I like to do that put me in a better mood throughout the day, that I didn't know about myself until I actually started doing it and then seeing that change in mood. That sense of expression, that's pretty much the only thing that's been bothering me lately. Coming from a household where my biggest source of love was my biggest source of hate as well. It was tough expressing myself in a sense of being who I was in that household, because I would go home and it's just automatic, like everyone's tired, it's been a long day, fuck off, pretty much. Do what you have to do and then just go somewhere. Just not go somewhere, but do something. Just don't bother me. And if there was ever the slightest issue, like everything would pop off, everything would crumble. Like it could be a good ass day and then a dish broke or some crazy or like some simple shit, and next thing you know, stuff from 3 months back is getting thrown to now, and then it's just a negative environment, and it's like that for the rest of the night. And growing up in an environment like that, it sucked a lot, because it made me feel like, damn, I don't even want to fucking go home, because like, why am I going home? It's gonna fucking suck. Like, I'm out. Like, I'm going outside. Like, and then that leads to making bad decisions outside. I grew up in New York City, so you already know, like, if you ever been to New York, I mean, even if you've been to New York, you can't fully grasp exactly what happens in New York at all times. But growing up there, once after school, shit will get crazy with all the teens, all the kids. Fights will break out at the local park, gang banging, drug dealing, typical shit like that. And it's funny because it's like normal to me, but like you say that to somebody else and they're like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. Oh my God. And then, but like, it's typical. It's like normal. You can die any day, even in the safest neighborhoods. But like growing up in that neighborhood, it was like, damn, definitely a higher risk of dying, definitely a higher risk of drug dealing, gang banging, stealing, robbing, doing whatever, getting into fights, getting suspended, getting locked up. Well, at least my mom did a good job in containing us and making us feel safe at home. But at the same time, it was a negative environment. So like, we felt safe, but it was like, damn, emotionally, this is draining, bro. Like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, I don't want to be here right now at all. And that was like on an everyday basis growing up. So like every day until I was 14, I was like, damn, I don't really want to be here. I want to say I have more happy moments than sad moments, but honestly, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell. Like, I can't even, like, most people say, yeah, like, happy, sad, but it's like, it's so hard to determine. Like, it was always on and off, like happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, that you're like, damn, I just feel like it's bullshit and I'm sad, like, it's the whole time. That's where I feel like my sense of neutrality comes in. I noticed I developed that at a young age, and it sounds like, oh, how do you know? Like, because I know myself. Like, this is who I am. Like, I was neutral. Whenever the issue didn't involve me, I was separate. I was like, all right, this is none of my business. Go beat that nigga ass. Go beat my brother's ass. Go beat my sister's ass. Just not me. But I knew that we could all handle it at the same time, because it happens so much that we got used to it. It's crazy because stuff like this, you'd be like, damn, you ain't like talk to nobody? Nah, bruh. Not really. The rest of the family's kind of the same shit too. And like, you go home to your home life, and then it's like, there's just negativity after negativity, and it's like, all right, this is kind of bearing. It's kind of tired. I'm kind of tired of this shit. That's where you go outside. And you just say, fuck it. I'm gonna do some crazy ass shit outside and have fun outside, because I can't have fun in my house. Bro, got out of school. There was a fight at the local park, like always. Some crazy shit. My mom told me before, yo, go home. I want you home. Because I was always out and doing shit. 8 o'clock hitting, and I'm playing Manhunt. This is a game called Manhunt, if you ever heard of it. It's like cops and robbers type shit, but extreme. It's pitch black, dark at the local park. A couple people have died at that park at night, and there's just a bunch of kids in middle school playing at that park, just doing some shit, not wanting to go home. Most of the kids I hung out with came from a household where shit was tough. That's it. Shit was always tough, so you didn't want to be home. I get at my house at 9 o'clock. My mom is furious. I don't have a phone. There's no contact. They don't even know where the fuck I'm at. I get home and I'm like, what's up? Normal as shit. Like I did nothing wrong. She gets so tight, bro. What's my ass? It expects me to like cry and shit and then like be like empathetic and be like, yo, I'm sorry. Neutral. I was like, all right, I'm going to my room. That shit, oof. That shit made her so fucking mad. So mad that she whipped my ass again. On a serious note, leading back to expression, and I know I've veered off, but that's how my mind works. Like one topic, veer off, another topic, and then come back. But that sense of expression is, at least my sense of expression has been influenced by my childhood. A lot of times I find it hard to express how I really feel because nobody, at least growing up, nobody really gave a fuck about how I felt. It just felt that way. Like growing up, I had 2 serious talks with my sister, and those talks I was about 6 or 7, and I cried, and I was sobbing. I was like, damn, I hate this. Like I hate this. Like mom's never happy. Dad's on some bullshit, always drinking. I fucking hate this shit. Like, why do I want to be here? I don't want to be like, even one time I told myself, I was like, damn, I wish I could just sleep forever on some let me sleep forever type shit. Like dead type shit. Like that shit was tough to me. And I had 2 serious talks with my sister, and she just let me cry, and we talked, and that's it. Yeah, man, that shit was hard. So sense of expressing myself was extremely hard in a household where like I said, your source of love, which was my mom, was my biggest source of hate. Like my mom used to call me a piece of shit every other day for doing nothing, for not working out when I was 8 years old because I was chubby, for not getting good grades, to beating my ass countless nights for not getting good grades. So I never wanted to express how I really felt because she was the type of person that would the first sign she sees of vulnerability or sadness or weakness, she would attack it. She would attack it. Like she would attack it. Like if she said, all right, we're gonna do this, bow, beat my ass. I'm like, ooh, like I'm scared. Like I flinch. She hits me again. Like, yo, I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm gonna just not do anything and then see what happens. So I link that sense of not doing anything with my emotion and just how I express myself. It felt to me, if I didn't flinch, I didn't give that emotion, that person will not have that satisfaction, so they will leave me alone. I'm just now realizing this as I'm saying this. Like I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like I never thought of it, but that's something I'm working on. I don't want to dwell in the past, but I do want to recognize exactly what happened so I can move on from it and improve on it. I feel like I've made enormous fucking strides from when I was 8 years old to now I'm 21 years old, and I'm just learning how to express my emotion and how I love and how I feel happy, how I feel sad, and how I get out of those tough situations. So just to shine some light on, maybe you're going through something similar, or maybe you've gone through something similar, and you can kind of point out those points of influence from when you grew up. So maybe that helps somebody. I still love my mom to death. I'll die for my mom, but it's just true. It's just how it went. She was always tough on us. Our dad was just there. Another sense of just being there. Like he was just there. He never contributed to morals or who you want to be, or being a man, or being the person who you want to be when you grow up. He was just there. He just took the title of father and just was there. And So yeah, so I never really had a father figure. Who I looked up to be a man that I wanted to be was my siblings, my sister, my oldest sister, my oldest brother, my second oldest brother. That's it. They inspired me to be who I want to be, as well as my mom, but in a sense of developing yourself as a person and being a man that you want to be when you grow up. That's who I looked up to every day. But yeah, man. Moral of the story: I had a sad childhood. It is what it is. I'm gonna have a happy future because I want to have a happy future. So if I want it, it's gonna happen. So don't let past experiences and people of your past life, or people that are still in your life that were in your past, affect you in a negative way. Just recognize exactly who you want to be, what do you cherish, what do you love, and just focus on that, and then just go from there. And then the rest is just learning. Life is a class, so just learn. Everybody's lesson is different, so don't try to copy somebody else when you're in a different situation. Just go with what is best for you and exemplify it, and then just be a good person overall, and good things will happen. Because bad shit happens to everybody, so don't think only because you're good nothing bad is gonna happen. Bad shit happens to everybody. But yeah, anything else I want to talk about? Don't let somebody's image of you define who you are. That's pretty much all I have to say. I notice, me personally, a lot of people have an image of who I am, and that has happened a lot. I don't know if it's because my stature or who I am or how I express myself, but a lot of people pose me to be this person that I'm really not. They try to skew an idea or image of me that's not true. I do struggle with a lot of things, and I do fail at a lot of things, but at least I try. At least I try to put in effort, and I give myself confidence to put in effort. A lot of times I don't put as much effort as I think I could, but at least that's a stepping stone to the next time I get a chance. Because I know if I keep trying, then there's always going to be another chance. So don't let an image of somebody else change who you are. Be true to yourself and exemplify exactly who you are and what you hold close to heart. Don't let them affect you in a negative way. And don't overvalue their compliments as well. Don't let it hype you up. Just stay true to yourself and know exactly what is best for you and what you love and what you think is best for you and what makes you happy. So yeah, you can always look for somebody to make you happy, but at the end of the day, if you aren't happy with yourself, then whatever they say doesn't really matter. All I'm gonna say is I love you. You should love yourself as much as I love you. Actually, no. Love yourself more than I love you. That's it. Just love yourself, man. Just find what you love and focus on that. I feel like the whole journey of life is finding who you are and finding what you love. That's it. And then everything else that comes after that is just a plus. But as long as you're happy at the end of the day with what you love and what you pursue, then you've accomplished everything you wanted to accomplish that day, that life, whatever. What to do now? A couple announcements. Last of Us Part 2 series. Watch it. I'd love you for it. I'll give you a kiss. Mwah. What else? Oh, GTA. I'm gonna have a GTA heist series with my friends. So keep watch for that. It's gonna be hilarious because I can actually edit the videos now. When I first did the GTA videos, it was just clips. Now it's gonna be the good shit. But so that's coming up. Keep watch for that. And yeah, a couple live streams here and there. I'll announce it. Go follow the Twitter, the Instagrams. It's all in the description of the video, so click on it, go watch. Stay blessed. I love you. Stay tuned for the next goddamn video, bitch. Why are you here? Get the fuck out of here. Beautiful.